everyone, welcome to It's Healthy Mention channel. So today we are going to see an important homeopathic materia medica remedy, that is tuberculinum. So let's begin. Tuberculinum, it is a bacteria, that is a bacillinum. It is prepared from a nosode. Common name is pus from tubercular abscess. So let's see first the main symptoms of tuberculinum. The patient is melancholic, despondent, morose, taciturn, naturally of a sweet disposition, now on the borderline of insanity. He has a great fear of dogs, fear of other animals also. Everything in the room seems strange, as though in a strange place. He has a desire to use foul language, curse, and swear. So, whenever a tuberculin patient is angry, irritable, he may use a foul language, means a bad words, bad language to curse them. Now, let's see the physical generals of tuberculinum. I have written in 3 points so that you can remember these 3 important physical generals of tuberculinum. That is, these are the keynote features of tuberculinum. So, first is symptoms are constantly changing and well-selected remedies fails to improve. Ailments affecting one organ, then another. The lungs, brain, kidney, beginning suddenly and ceasing suddenly. Patient takes cold easily, like slightest even exposure with or knowing how or where, seems to take cold every time he takes breath of fresh air, even though the tuberculinum patients as amelioration from open air, but it is open air, not cold air. Third physical general point is there is great emaciation, rapid and pronounced, losing flesh while eating well. Now let's see the physical particulars of the tuberculinum patient. First is respiratory system. Nose. Crops of small boils. These are intensely painful, which is appear all over the nose. The patient comes with green fitted mucus or pus from the nose. Tubercular deposit begins in apex of lungs, usually the left. So tubercular episodes or tubercular manifestation in x-ray, you can see that is on left and that is on usually on the apex of the left lung. Now ears. There is perforation in membrane of tympani with ragged edges. There is persistent offensive otorrhea. Now let's see the complaints of head. Headache or head complaints of the tubercular patient is very much important because he or she may have tuberculosis history or a family or a strong history of tuberculosis in family. So let's begin. Headache. In chronic tubercular location, it is usually right eye and in the which is going towards the occiput. Sensation, iron oop around the head. So this point may come as an MCQ purpose also. So remember the headache in tubercular patient, the sensation is iron oop around the head. Headache in schoolgirls, which is aggravated by study or even slight mental exertion. When using eyes in close work and glasses fails to ameliorate with tubercular history. In acute cerebral or bacillar meningitis, with nocturnal hallucinations, wakes from sleep, frightened and screaming, threatened effusion. Plica polonica, which is a condition of hair where several bad cases permanently cured after borax and sorinum has failed. Now next is gastrointestinal system symptoms. It is helpful in stomach where there is a all gone hungry sensation. Tuberculin patient craves cold milk and there is a great aversion for meat. There is diarrhea. Diarrhea usually early morning diarrhea. It is sudden, emaciating though eating well. Character of the diarrhea is stool is dark, brown, watery, offensive, discharged with great force, great weakness, and profuse night sweats. Now, female reproductive system. The complaints of breast, it is useful in benign mammary tumors, but with the history of tuberculosis in the family or personal history. Now, complaints of menses. The menses are too early, too profuse, and too long lasting, with tardy in starting, plus with frightful dysmenorrhea in patient with tubercular history. Now, the skin complaints of tubercular patient is it is useful in eczema with tubercular history all over entire body, intense itching at night when undressing, aggravation, and from aggravation from bathing. There are white bran like scales with fiery redness of the skin. Location usually oozing behind the ears, in the air, in the folds of skin with rawness and soreness. Now, modalities of tuberculinum. All complaints are aggravated by motion, music, before a storm, standing, dampness, after sleep, from drought, and ameliorated by open air. And there is slight cold air aggravation from it. So, whenever you are prescribing tuberculinum, make sure only one single simple remedy is to be prescribed and it should be not be repeated because it is a deep acting remedy. Hope so you have understood this topic. Thank you for watching.